Now let us talk about managing software quality. So the main issues today will be quality cannot be added as an afterthought. It is a before thought. So to measure is to know. If we can measure it, then we can know it. And the product quality is different from the process quality, and they are closely related. What is the commitment to quality? And it pays off because if suppose your software you made a lot of effort you have put in, the amount of money also has gone, and the software which you produce is not that quality of that quality, then what happens? If your software has error bugs or it is not up to the expectation of the uh, consumers, then the quality aspect will make your software let down. So what can be the approaches to your quality? First is the quality of the product versus the quality of the process. For example, ISO says if you follow the process if you follow the process properly, then of course you can assume and you can think of having a quality product. You need to check whether it may be a product or a process, whether it conforms to certain norms, the guidelines, the principles. You can improve quality by improving the product or by process. This is the approaches to quality. First, you have ISO 9126, ISO 9001 and software quality assurance, then CMM, SPICE and Bootstrap. This ISO 9001 and SQA, they are for processes which you adopt, and they conform to the process, not product. While improvement, if you are continuously improving the process, then you are going to various levels of CMM or CMMI or SPICE or Bootstrap. With product, the conformance is with respect to ISO 9126. This is related to your product. And improvement, of course, best practices you adopt, you will improve your product. What is quality? If it is a software, then what is the quality? Software plus certain measurement. If you can measure, then only you can assess the quality. So how to measure the quality? Then you have to measure the complexity first of all. So complexity, how complex is your software? The length of the program you have made, the number of go-tos present in your software, the number of if else statement, conditional statement, the number of numbers, the sum of these numbers is all of these. Yet you can have various things which add up to make the or compute the complexity. This is the measurement framework. If you see very closely, this is a formal one, but now this is a real one. This is a formal one, this is a real one. So in formal one, we have scale type. So let us start with the attribute relation model. So you compute the value, it computes the value expressed, they are expressed in unit, and that belongs to certain scale type. And this value holds for any entity, and entity has attribute measures value, right? An attribute is a part of attribute relation also. An attribute relation model formalizes the attribute relation. These are the real world aspect, and these are the formalized world aspects. What are these scale types then? You can have scale like nominal scale, just a nominal scale, just you classify. You can have an ordinal scale, this linear ordering, x is greater than y, greater than z. Interval also like ordinal, but the intervals between value is the same. So we are talking about the average here. Interval between values are the same. Ratio like interval, but there is a zero. So a can be twice as b. This is the ratio a by b. Absolute, that is counting the number of occurrences. What about the representation condition? If I say a measure m is valid if it satisfies the representation condition, for example, if a is greater than b in the real world, then we say that the measure of a is greater than measure of b. For example, if we measure complexity as a number of if-else statement, so two programs with the same number of if-else statement are equally complex. So if program A has more if-else statement than program B, then we say A is more complex than B because it has more if-else statement. More about measures. There are direct measures also. There are indirect measures also. There are internal versus external attributes means you have internal attributes also, external attribute also. These external attributes, these attributes can only be measured indirectly. These attributes can only be measured indirectly, and most quality attributes are actually external. They can only be measured indirectly, not directly. Scale type of a combined measure is the weakest of the scale type of its constituent. This is often violated. We'll see in the cost estimation models. So quality attributes, there are various attributes which defines the quality. For example, McCall quality attributes. It is divided into three. First is product operation, product revision, and product transition. So operation, revision, and transition. McCall quality attributes. Operation means correctness. Does it do what I want? Is the correctness. Reliability means does it do it accurately all the time? Reliability. Efficiency, will it run on my hardware as well as it can? As well as it can means it should run on my hardware also. Integrity, is it secure? And usability, can I easily use it? These are the product operation aspect of McCall quality attributes. Then product revision, maintainability, can I fix it? Testability, can I test it? Flexibility, can I change it? So these are the product revision aspects of McCall quality attributes. Then comes the product transition, means portability. Will I be able to use it on some other machine? Reusability. Will I be able to reuse some of the software or some component of the software? Interoperability. Will I be able to interface it with some another system? Then comes the ISO 9126. So in ISO 9126, the taxonomy of quality attributes is given in ISO 9126. First we have functionality, then reliability, usability, efficiency, maintainability, portability. So these what we have seen, that is functionality, reliability, usability, efficiency, maintainability, and portability. These are the actually quality attributes we see in ISO 9126. In 9126, ISO 9126 measures the quality in use, the extent to which the user can achieve their goal. And quality in use is modeled in 4 characteristics. Means effectiveness, productivity, safety, and satisfaction. Let us see the perspectives on quality also. Transcendent. I really like this program. These are the perspective on the quality. User base. Is it fit for use? Product base. That is based on the attribute of the software. Attributes. Manufacturing based. Conformance to the specs. Value based. Balancing time and cost versus profit. So quality means my program, I like this program. First of all, I like this program. This is fit for my use, and it has all the attributes of the software conformed to the specification I gave, and it has completed well on time and with the cost and the profits also. So ISO 9001, what it says, this is the model for quality assurance in design and development, production, installation, and servicing. Right? So model for quality assurance, ISO 9001. In design, development, production, installation, and servicing. The basic premise is confidence in product conformance can be obtained by adequate demonstration of suppliers' capabilities in processes actually, design and development processes. So confidence in product conformance that can be obtained by adequate demonstration of the supplier's capability in the processes. ISO registration by an officially accredited body, re-registration every 3 years. An audit also in between. Then we come to CMM or CMMI, capability maturity model. Initial level is the software. See, there are 5 levels. IRDMO, that is initial, repeatable, defined, managed, and optimized. The initial level is software development is, in this case, is ad hoc. Repeatable level, the basic processes are in place. Defined level, there are standard processes. Basic processes are there, but in defined level, there are standard processes. In quantitatively managed level or managed level, data is gathered and analyzed routinely. This is managed, quantitatively managed level. Optimizing level, that is optimized level. It has a stable base. Data is gathered and process is continuously improved. Initial level to repeatable level means to first level to second level in your what we call CMM levels. So in this initial level to repeatable level, that means this level initial level to first means there are 5 levels. So what we are talking about here is we are speaking about this level to second level to third level, and third level to first level. So first level to second level, initial to repeatable, repeatable to defined, defined to qualitatively managed level, and routinely optimized level, right? So this initial to repeatable level, as we were talking, in this the requirements are managed. That is, requirement management is there. Okay. Then project planning. If we are supposed to go from initial to repeatable, then the requirements are managed. Project planning is there. Project monitoring and control is there. Supplier agreement management is there, and measurement and analysis is there. The process and product quality assurance is in place. The configuration management, that is SCM, is also there. And if you want to go from repeatable to defined level, then requirements development is there, technical solution for this, product integration, verification, validation, organization process focus, organization process definition, organization training also, and integrated project management is there. Also, along with their risk management and decision analysis and resolution. So CMM has certain critical notes. These are most appropriate for big companies. CMM is good for big companies, and pure CMM approach may stifle creativity. Then there are crude 5-point scale. Now this 5-point scale. Now the CMM has changed to CMMI, that is capability maturity model integrated. So we can get started on software process improvement, SPI. That means we first formulate the hypothesis, then we carefully select the metrics, we collect the data, interpret these data, and initiate the improvement actions. Then we reiterate. Lesson with respect to the data collection. Closed loop principle, that is the result of data analysis, must be used to supplier of data. We do not use data collected for other purposes. We focus on continuous improvement, and only correct data you really need. So we summarize by saying that there is a difference between product quality versus process quality, the quality conformance versus the quality improvement. Quality conformance is different, quality improvement is different, and quality has to be actively pursued. It is not an afterthought. And there are different notions of quality, as we have seen. Quality has many aspects, right from the satisfaction to the conformance, and quality is really hard to measure. Thank you so much. This was about quality.